What in the world, Bo? What's going on with you, man? It's your boy, Big Low Country. I hope everybody out there doing good tonight. For everybody out there that don't know me, my name is Big Low Country. I'm just an old country boy, former football coach that love to sit around and talk about sports. You could have been anywhere in the world tonight, but you're here with us, and I definitely and greatly appreciate that. So tonight we're having an emergency coaches meeting. I'm pretty sure y'all read the title. Pretty sure everybody's heard what's happened, what's transpired today. So we're going to have this emergency coaches meeting. And you know, you can't have the emergency coaches meeting without having Coach Ronnie. Coach Ronnie, what's going on with you, baby?
What's the emergency? What's happened?
You know what happened. I don't know why you...
I hear the Falcons fan base is imploding.
We're not imploding.
Oh my gosh, they're going crazy, y'all.
We're not imploding. But, you know, that's kind of what we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about, you know, how we act as a fan base, how we should act, you know, what this means for the fan base, and so on and so forth. So, look here, first of all, I apologize. If you're watching the show after we've gone live already, make sure that you put a what in the world, Bo, in the comments. Also, make sure that you share the channel with your friends and family. And if this is your first time watching, first of all, welcome. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button. I would definitely and greatly appreciate it. First of all, let's show love to everybody out here that's showing love to us. I got my homeboy John Brooks in here. He says, I'm glad Taylor is starting for the Falcons. It's about time us fans get what we wanted instead of being ignored like we always are. It's about time for Falcons fans' voices have been to be heard.
Well,
okay.
not all of us have got what we wanted.
I'm sorry, Art.
That's all I'm going to say.
I'm sorry, Art. I'm sorry. I hear you. WCG's in here says, not feeling great about Falcons playoff chances after hearing Arthur Smith is a Tom Coughlin and fighting with the GM. Wait a minute.
Wait, what is he talking about?
I don't know what he's talking about.
Hey, WCG, you need to put some more. Hey, he was the one that made that comment. He said listen to some audio, but we didn't know what audio you were talking about.
We didn't see the link. We didn't see
a link for audio. So.
But yes, please share. Yeah. Sugar and Meg, much love to you. Says, what in the world, Bo? You know what? I'm late, but I'm right on time. What's up, MJ? What in the world, Bo? Hope you're doing good. My homeboy, down South Georgia boy in here. I see you. He says, what in the world, Bo? Big Low and Coach Ronnie. I appreciate you, man. Definitely. Millie Mills is in here. Stefan's in here. Says in Heinicke, we trust for now, ... Okay. Nate Bill's in here. Much love to you, Bo. Hope you're doing good, my family. Brian Moses is in here. He says, what in the world, Bo? Yes. So, you know, everybody from the coaching staff coming in, thank y'all so much for chopping it up with us. We definitely appreciate you. You know, we're glad that y'all can come on and chop it up with us tonight. We're seeing some familiar faces from the past, like Calvin Ridley. You know, he's in the chat. He said he won $500,000. He said he made a bet that Heinicke would start. See, that's why you was where you was at before. You need to stop betting on stuff.
Oh,
boy. But moving forward, so as y'all have heard, the Atlanta Falcons made the decision to go with Taylor Heinicke, a 9-year vet, over, you know, the 2-year young Thundercat and Desmond Ridder. So what does that mean? Well, I tell you what, first of all, let's go and talk about how all of this transpired. And I think if we go back, you know, it's kind of like, you know, what I talk about all the time, the 5 whys. So we go back and talk about how this transpires, then we may be able to kind of figure out why and what happened, right? So it's obvious. Desmond Ridder is a very giving person. He's a very giving person. He continues to give the defense the ball all the time. Christmas comes early for the defense. So, with that being said, last week in the game, you know, he came out off the gate. He was like, hey, man, everybody going to get the ball. You get the ball. You get the ball. Not you, Kyle Pitts, but you get the ball. Like, everybody's getting the ball on the other team.
Not you, Kyle Pitts.
So, you know, it got to the point where it was starting to look bad out there. Now, came the second half. Well, apparently it happened right before halftime, but Arthur Smith took Desmond Ridder out for a concussion protocol. Now, one thing about concussion protocol, especially since, you know, everything that happened last year and everything, if you even look like you got a concussion, like if you say CONCUSSION in the same, if you say all of those letters in the same sentence and they're not even in that particular order, they're going to take you out and check you for a concussion protocol. So,
well, if you had a concussion, you wouldn't be able to say all those letters.
That's not true, because people have concussions and they're completely coherent. You know what I'm saying? Like, people have concussions all the time. They're completely coherent. One of my friends, he got a concussion, got knocked slap out, finished the game. We were on the bus headed back home, and he was sitting there talking about what he was going to do in the game.
Ooh.
Didn't miss any assignments, nothing.
Oh my God.
He got knocked out, got some smelling salt, came back, played a great game the rest of the game.
Oh,
man.
wow.
He got knocked out like the second quarter.
Oh, wow.
Came back, played the whole game. He was good. And then we all sitting on the bus, and he was like, man, boy, y'all ready to get this dub? We was like,
oh my God.
we're like, what you talking about?
Oh that is wild.
Like, y'all just turned on us. And like, what in the world? So, yeah, I mean, you can't be completely coherent and have a concussion. But they took Desmond Ridder out. They said they think he may have a concussion. Taylor Heinicke comes in, they scored 20 points in the half. 20 points in the half. That's like, 6 or 7 points less than the season high that the Falcons have had all season long. Moving forward, they come back, they ask Arthur Smith after the game, like, hey, what in the world? Like, is Taylor Heinicke the guy now? Arthur Smith, being stubborn, says, look, wait a minute. Initially, if I'm not mistaken, coaching staff, did he say that Desmond Ridder?
Desmond Ridder?
Yeah, I believe he said Desmond Ridder is still the guy.
And they asked, well, why'd you take him out? And he was like, oh, he seemed funny, or it was just the most random, vague excuse, like, oh, something didn't seem right, or he looked funny.
They said that.
Like
He said that he looked like there was something was wrong.
He looked like something was wrong.
They said he looked. Yeah. They said he didn't look like he had all this wits about him, in so many words.
Right.
So, mind you, all of this happened the week after Bijan Robinson gets this
mystery illness.
This mystery illness, right?
That they didn't report and we're gonna get in trouble for that.
That they didn't report. And if I'm not mistaken, did we lose? The game before the Titans game, we lost, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we lost that one. And a lot of people were blaming Bijan Robinson for the interceptions that were thrown. And me, myself, personally, I'm going to go, I hadn't had a chance to say this because we hadn't had a chance to talk about it. I feel like that was a punishment.
What are you talking about? Wait, who's blaming Bijan Robinson for what interception?
So the last interception of the game, or one of the last interceptions.
Of what game?
So
be specific.
The game before the Titans game, what was that, Washington?
Yeah, the Commanders.
Yeah, the Commanders game. So Bijan Robinson, he ran an in route, and he let the cornerback cross his face, or I think it was a linebacker cross his face, and he intercepted the ball. He made a rookie mistake, and a lot of people were blaming him, like, man, Bijan Robinson, that interception is not on Bijan. I mean, not on Desmond Ridder. That was on Bijan. Okay. So moving forward, and that's not the only mistake he made in that game. If I'm not mistaken, he also fumbled, or he fumbled the game before that. But Bijan,
you talking about the Buccaneers game?
Okay, the Buccaneers game. But so, Bijan, he's great. He do the all the moves and everything. But Bijan be messing up a whole bunch. You know, he be making mistakes. He's a young Thundercat. That's what young Thundercats do, huh?
He's a rookie.
Yeah, he's a rookie. Yeah. Thunder, ho! Like that's what they do. So moving forward, Bijan Robinson, he didn't even play. They was like, oh, you know, he had a headache, bad headache. Now, I seen him, and I know you should never judge nobody from how they looking, right? He looked like he had a headache. It was outside game. I didn't see no eyes squinted. I wasn't seeing the head down. I wasn't seeing the rubbing of the neck, the head, none of that.
Yeah, down South Georgia boy, correct. We did correct that it was Tampa Bay game, but we did win the Tampa.
Okay. So we did win the Tampa Bay
But you feel like, so what you're saying is you feel like Bijan messed up on his route or something and caused the interception, and you feel like the next game Arthur Smith punished him by holding him out of the game and like making him say it was a headache. Is that what you're saying?
I mean that's what I feel. And initially, I didn't.
Why do you feel that? Like,
well, think about Arthur Smith's history. Over the last 2 years, how many people have had these phantom injuries, and then they're just all of a sudden not playing no more? Or you like, why aren't they playing? And it's like it's just some random injury that comes up. Marcus Mariota.
Yeah. Who else?
Bijan Robinson.
Who else?
Desmond Ritter.
But who else before this year? Anybody besides Mariota?
Well, I'm saying like these last 2 years. That's all I can. That's all I can think of. But all three of them are very odd.
Pattern.
Yeah, all three of them are very odd. Like, so you just saying, oh, he didn't look right. He was in concussion protocol. Then we find out he was cleared, and then Arthur Smith's like, and the crazy thing is that he's so smart, but he continues to prove himself wrong, because whenever they were asking Desmond Ritter, asking him about Desmond Ritter, he was like, look, I'm no medical expert. You know, he was in concussion protocol. Mm-hmm. Right. So guess what happened? The medical experts cleared him.
Said he was good.
Yeah.
He's fine.
And then he was like, I'm still going to sit him because
he don't look great.
You know, I'm conservative and I'm no medical expert,
but in my medical opinion, he needs to be sat.
He needs to be sat.
You got some super chats you need to
do. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I was getting off on a tangent. First of all, we got Uncle Steve. Uncle Steve said, for clarity, according to Dr. Arthur Smith.
Yeah, there you go. Arthur Smith.
The effects of a concussion became more severe every time the offense scored under Taylor Heinicke.
He was more concussed.
I mean, he was like, "Oh man,
unable to return.
Now I can't walk straight."
Meanwhile, the camera kept clipping to him just sitting there.
He just sitting there like, "Man, good job, y'all. Good job, Taylor. Good job. You want some water? You anybody good? Everybody good?"
Oh man.
Dun, da, da. That's a Superman chat. Appreciate that, Uncle Steve. You said I got another one in here too,
Yeah,
baby?
Padre.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Let me get
earlier.
Oh, okay. My bad, Padre. Let me get you in here. Okay, Padre, he says, Coach Roney, tell him it's like string a bell. Tell the ASGTG is back up. Hello. I hang up and listen. We back up.
Gotta be like string a bell. We back up.
Dun, da, da. That's a Superman chat. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. So I'm just saying, coaching staff. So once we look at this, we look at how Marcus Mariota unfolded. If y'all don't remember, Marcus Mariota played horribly. In the words of Lil Wayne, played horribly. Then it was like, yeah, we're gonna go with Desmond Ritter. After so much pressure, like everybody kept saying, hey, I think it's time to make a move and move on from Mariota.
Yeah.
And it got to the point where it was like, you could tell it was a situation where it wasn't his decision anymore. It was like, hey, like, what you want to do?
He kept saying, as long as we're in playoff contention, that they're not going to switch the quarterback. And he switched them when we were still technically in playoff contention, because it came down to like the last 2 or 3 games, right? The last 2 games?
Nah, we were pretty much done after that interception that Mariota threw against the Steelers. That was pretty much it. That was it.
I thought when we played in
all hopes dashed.
Okay.
That was it. That was it. It was over with after that.
He threw the interception.
He threw that last interception. The crazy thing is, Uncle Steve was there. Uncle Steve was watching the game. Crazy thing is, we both seen Arthur Smith over there by the tunnel. I mean, not Arthur Blank, over there by the tunnel. Uh-huh. Arthur Blank hit that
cross the arms.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, shoot. Yeah. It's about to go down. Like, there's a whale in the boat. Yeah. And then, all of a sudden, Arthur Smith, very defensive in the press conference.
As usual.
And then moving forward, it was like, oh, yeah, so, made a decision. We're going to go with Desmond Ritter, Marcus Mariota.
When Arthur Smith was about to cry.
Yeah, he's like, we're going to go.
It was clear he didn't make the decision.
We're going to go with Desmond Ritter. Marcus Mariota has a knee injury, and, he's going to be stepping away from the team. First of all.
He was in tears, y'all.
Like, first of all, if you have an injury, it's like, I understand, like, let's say you go on injury reserve, but you still can have access to the team facilities. You just ain't gonna be traveling with the team and at the practices and everything. This man legit said Marcus Mariota is stepping away from the team. Like, he's done. He's gone. He's out of here. Then they asked Desmond Ritter, and Desmond Ritter was like, they said, hey, what did Marcus Mariota say to you? Desmond Ritter was like, he basically said it's my team now.
First of all, that voice is hilarious. And second of all, yeah, it was clear that they never talked. It seemed like he didn't even know he was gone. But he saw him clearing out the locker, I think is what he said.
Yeah, he was like, I seen him. I seen him clearing out his locker, and he just told me good luck. I think I heard him say on his breath, "You're gonna need it." But now, if all of you can recall, I made a petition last year. And I think that might have been what put us over the edge to go ahead and start Desmond Ritter. Yeah, the petition. I feel like it kind of put us over the edge for us to go ahead and start Desmond Ritter. The thing is that last year, if we would have started Desmond Ritter earlier, whenever we saw that Marcus Mariota was completely inept at playing the quarterback position, we would have seen what we had in Desmond Ritter now.
Yes.
And that's what I kept saying all throughout the year last year.
We could have known coming into the draft that, hey, maybe second, third round, we might go for a quarterback. Like, I don't know, the one that burned us on Sunday.
Like Will Levis. Everybody like, oh, he put mayonnaise in this. I don't care what he puts in his coffee. I don't care, in the words of my brother Jack Spade, I don't care if he eats a banana backwards. I don't care. As long as he can throw that ball and read defenses, we good.
So we got some interesting stuff going on in the chat right now.
Oh, okay. Wait, let me read the super chat right quick. Stephon says, what does Artie mean by variables? When he made the decision to start Heinicke over Ritter, I think variables means the GM got involved in the decision. Artie can't admit he's wrong. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. Uh-oh.
That sounds about right, because variables can mean a lot of things while also meaning nothing at all. And he doesn't have to assign any blame or anything to himself. It's just, there were a lot of variables that went into the decision. That way he doesn't have to say, I didn't make it.
Exactly.
There's a lot of other considerations, because I don't know how many variables Arthur Smith would actually look at.
Man, that's crazy. So tell me what's going on in the chat, baby. Give me the lowdown.
So the Dixon Way is in the chat, and they're calling it the Dixon Way Raid. So he brought a couple of people. I know they do that on Twitch.
Oh, real? Okay.
Bring a couple of people from your stream when it ends into somebody else's stream.
Oh, man. Shouts out to my brother Larry.
Yeah, so he brought in Matt Hopkins.
Shouts out to Matt. I see you.
Magic Man. Breeze 1500. I think that's it.
Man, this is cool. So this is a raid. Cool. This is what they call a raid.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And people are dying at The Voice.
Oh, really?
And yes, there are people. Dre, true statement. Yes, Mahomes has a very similar voice.
Yeah, I was telling Coach Roney that like a lot of quarterbacks have voices like that because they think about it. They've been yelling at the top of their lungs all of their life. So it's not just during the game, but it's in practice as well. And those vocal cords, they get rough after a while.
Sugar and Meg said, "Do y'all remember Fraggle Rock? Desmond Ritter sounds like the yellow one."
Yes, I do. I see Rua here talking about not the voice. Arthur Smith came in there. Yeah, so there's some due to a few variables. I'm, I'm no medical expert, but due to a few variables, it looks like we'll have to sit here. Oh, man, that sucks, coach. Maybe, good luck, Taylor. Like, I mean, that's what's going on. Jason Stout with the Desmond Ritter impersonation. Oh, man. Shouts out to Mike Jenkins. He says, what in the world, Bo? He spelled Eagles. I'm not going to say the chant.
He spelled it out. You just going to say he spelled it out?
I would say he spelled it out. Shouts out, Mike. He says, Eagles, big week. I just say it in a different pace. EAGLES. There you go. Dun, da, da. That's a Superman chat. Also, Padre, he says Ritter's voice is perfect for calling in ransom demands. send 100,000. Or the girl gets it. Wait, that's so.
If you want me to hold on to this ball.
Dun, da, da. That's a Superman check. So basically, think about it. So we go. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, baby.
Get some likes.
Oh, okay. Coach, you heard Coach wrong.
Because I have not hit the like button.
You heard Coach. You ain't hit the like button?
I hit it. I have to wait. I need to see what the feel of the show is. You have to earn my like.
Girl, you better hit that doggone thing. Somebody got to earn your like. I've already earned your love.
That don't mean I like the show.
Love is more than like, so you better doggone hit it. Look, y'all. I hate to say this. I never thought I'd say this in my life. Y'all don't be like Coach Ronan. Hit the like button. I would definitely appreciate that. Shouts out to my homeboy A1 Forever. I see you in here, brother. Chris Tip, much love to you both. Jada said he just can't with the voice. I see Molly Marlin. Here's a big low. Did you get butt naked for your new quarterback? See, first of all, Molly Marlin, you the only one in this room that's getting naked, But no, I didn't get naked for the quarterback. D. Lawton says Ritter making $500,000. He good, exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I mean, he still be making his money sitting on the bench.
That's how contracts work.
Yeah.
I remember last year, whenever I made a petition, people were like, oh my God, I can't believe Big Low did this. This man just had a child. Like, y'all understand that he made more this year than a lot of y'all gonna make in y'all lifetime, right?
No,
It's
and
a contract.
whether he's benched or not, he's still making the money.
It's a contract. He's
gonna
still
make
making
money
money.
whether he's the starting quarterback or not.
He's good. I'm pretty sure that child is laying in a Burberry carriage right now with a humidifier with glacier water in it. Like, I'm sure that child is fine. Oh man, from water from 200 million years ago. Ghost Pepper says Kermit the Frog voice plus Matt Ryan voice, Desmond Ritter voice. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
I like this question by MJ. Well, more like a hypothesis, and I think we said something similar. He's like, Big Glow and Coach Ronnie, I got a question. Arthur was never Terry's guy to hire. Do you think Terry could have a say to bring in his own guy, kind of like it seems like Ryan Nielsen was the guy he brought in?
I mean, yeah. I
agree.
definitely feel like that. I feel like
I think it's the perfect move. If you're a GM, they hired a coach without your consent, then I'm going to say, hey, well, let me bring in a coach so you see the kind of guy I would have hired. And he's already here, ready to go whenever we need someone to step in. I kind of think that's playing chess, not checkers.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, that's a good move. Generally that never happens. A coach gets hired, before the GM. But
why would they do that? They're so backwards.
Well,
It just made me so mad.
We were talking about that the other day. You remember, and there were some variables from the early 2000s.
I got you.
That came into play for that.
Well, look, I like that Terry Fontenot is trying to correct it on the sly, like, not being too upfront with it, but making it clear, like, hey, I brought in a coach, and look, you have a top. Well, I don't know what it is now, but it was like top 2, right? Weren't we second
top,
defense?
Top 5
or third?
Yeah, I think we're number 3.
Something like that. So I mean, to me, it would seem like, hey, maybe we need to let him pick a coach and see what he can make shake.
I mean, yeah. I mean, you're definitely right. You're definitely right. But in MJ, we're actually going to get to that. We're actually going to get to the whole job situation in just a few minutes. So let's get it in here. He says we don't have time to see if Desmond Ridder is going to develop as QB1. The division is so wide open, and we have players too on both sides of the ball to make an impact. No excuses, and I completely agree.
I agree with that.
We don't got no time to wait, bro. It's like, could he develop into a really good? He probably could, but right now in this season, it's like we ain't got no time to look. Y'all remember whenever Randy? I don't know how many of y'all seen Jackson 5 American Dream. I remember which one was it? Randy, the one that couldn't really dance, and the daddy was like, "Get out of there, Randy." It's like, look, we try to do some big stuff. We try to go on the Apollo and the Ed Sullivan show. We ain't got no time for Randy to be
I'll beat.
Nah, we try to be we try to get down on it.
Child in grade school, hit them move.
Up grade school, do the same old tonight. That's what we want to be. Here, meanwhile, Randy over here. One day you'll be all alone. Yes, I got that. No. We don't want to be in a situation where we hitting it on every other beat. Like, nah. We want to be like, that's what we want to do. So I completely agree with you. Let's get it. Like, it's a situation where we don't got time to wait. We're trying to do big things now. It would be great to be able to develop them, but this team got better a whole lot faster than a lot of people thought.
Yeah.
Cut and dry, simple and plain. So we're going back through the process. So we've seen the Arthur Smith over this last year. We have these phantom injuries. Mm-hmm. And then moving forward, it's a situation where after that phantom injury, you use that as an excuse for taking somebody out instead of just admitting that you're wrong.
Or just acknowledging that this was the right decision to make right now. Like, that's what you're supposed to do as a coach. You're supposed to say, well, I thought this would work, that this is not working, so the right decision right now is to take Ridder out and start Heinicke. Like, why is that so hard?
I don't know.
Why does he not want to change quarterbacks? I mean, he is the most stubborn guy.
But see, the thing is that if you're about quite possibly the most important position that's on the team, what else are you so stubborn about?
Yeah, probably keeping doing the play calling.
You're
also stubborn about that.
Definitely the play calling. Yes.
Again, not looking at the situation and saying, hey, what actually is best for the team right now is for me not to call the plays. Man, I don't know if y'all are on Twitter, but they were tearing us up on Twitter for that trick play that he did from the set. I mean, they were just it was so funny. It was sad, but it was so funny because it was like, true. That is so, you're right. It's dumb. Why did he do that? I don't get it.
Kyle Pitts up here blocking.
That's what
like
people are saying. Like, you got your backup tight end throwing and Kyle Pitts blocking, and you were gifted a fumble. Like, it should have been easy points.
But the crazy thing is, Coach Rowan, is that it's not only a situation where we're talking about. So ever since everybody made such a fuss about, hey, the play caller needs to be more creative, we have like multiple. We either have multiple trick plays or a trick play in every game. Yeah. That's not what we mean.
No one wants to see trick plays.
That's not what we mean.
That frequently.
Nobody wants to do it. That's like a wardrobe.
That does not make it more creative play calling. That is not at all what people were saying.
It's like a wardrobe, right? If you wear something risque, you gotta. If you do it, it better hit, right? two things guys love. Guys love heels and guys love, well, I mean, I don't know about y'all in the chat, you know, you let me know, but guys love a girl that wear Timbs. You know, you wear some Timbs, you know, okay, I see you, shawty. But when you put Timbs and heels together, like nobody want to see that.
What?
You see the Timberland high heels too?
They are ugly.
They so terrible.
I was like, I hope you're not saying that.
They terrible. Nobody want to see that.
Oh my God.
And it's like Arthur Smith, like, oh, okay, well,
Put Tim's and heels.
I got you. You want to see creative? I got creative. Like, we're gonna put this with this, and we're gonna put them together.
Put that classic khaki Tim with a high heel, and we're gonna give it neon green laces.
Like what?
What?
Like what? Like
What do you even wear with that?
It looked like some Timberlands threw up. Like what in the world?
Oh my God.
So I mean, and this goes back to the point that MJ made earlier. It's like, so, I mean, we have to seriously look at the coaches. So now that we made this move, one question that we ask, and one question that I've seen asked across multiple platforms throughout the course of the day is, because one thing, I don't know if you've seen this, Coach Ronnie, Art Smith said that this is a short-term decision.
Oh, short-term?
Yeah, he said this is a short-term decision for Taylor Heinicke to be the starting quarterback against the Vikings. He said that based off the different variables, it's the best chance, it's the best situation for us.
Why do we even have to classify it like that? Like, who cares? It's a decision you're making right
It's
now.
a decision that you're making right now.
Like, it's the best decision right
Trying
now.
to soften the blow. I don't know what he's trying to
It feels like he's softening the blow for himself.
For himself, exactly.
Like, because he didn't want to make the change, so he's like, oh, short term, this is what we're going to go with.
Yes.
It's like, who cares what
Yes.
the time frame is? If he does well, you're supposed to make the decision based on what's going on out there on the field. If he does well, let him keep playing. If he doesn't, change it up.
You got to make the best decision for the team.
Yes.
But the thing is that it's what's been obvious is that after seeing the way he's handled these last few situations, behind the scenes, the question is has he been legit making the best decisions for the team? Or is he treating this like his own personal Madden team? Like, hey, I'm just going to do what I want to do. And if it doesn't work, that's fine. I'll just be the director of logistics in Asia for FedEx.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? It's like, meanwhile, it's like everybody on Atlanta Falcons Twitter and people fussing, cussing each other out, defending people. I ain't never been named myself after another dude.
What are you talking about?
People call themselves Desmonds.
Oh, okay.
I ain't never named myself after a dude. Like, what I look like defending this man? He ain't defending me. You know what I'm saying? He ain't defending me. I don't know. I mean, it's like I wanted Desmond Ridder to become the starter last year, but I'm not finna go to the extent of changing my handle. Like, I'm a Desmond because whatever Desmond does, it's all, I'm fully. And if you go against it, boy, it's going down like there's a whale in the boat. It kind of reminds me of the Drew Hill "Love We Had" song. I'm finna get to that in just a moment. Willie Dot says, just showing you some love for the emergency meet. Appreciate that, Coach Dr. Willie Dot. That's that dun-da-da. That's a Superman chat. Much love to you.
Lamar 24/7 said Desmond Ridder is going to be fumbling the tablet on the sidelines. It's about time the QB change was done. I am fumbling the tablet.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh.
They'll be like, oh yeah, that's a good play. That's a good play. Thank you. That's a good play, Dave. Like, come on, man. But so the question is, that's the question everybody's been asking. Is Taylor Heinicke going to be or is it a chance that Desmond Ridder will be the starter again later on this season? And I'm going to tell y'all, if it's a situation where they say, hey, we're going to go ahead and start Desmond Ridder again, and Taylor Heinicke was playing at the same level as Desmond Ridder was, Archie Smith out of here. Because think about it. Your offense already looks, it's already not on time. Like, they're not consistent. No, so if you take out the quarterback and, you know, let's say the offense is still looking bad and you go back to the old thing, that's showing, like, that's showing your inability to do the job effectively.
How does that show that he's unable to do the job?
Because it's like, first of all, think about this. Number one, you started the season, there was no quarterback competition.
I didn't know that until you said that yesterday.
There was no quarterback competition.
I just assumed, you know, that he was a competent coach and he would at least have a quarterback competition. But I don't know why I assumed that, because he didn't have a quarterback competition when he brought Mariota in either, and we could have had Geno Smith. But anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, so there was no, Geno. There was no quarterback competition. So that's the same situation that we had last year, right? Marcus Mariota, he was such a baller. He was such a shining star, shining bright like a diamond. It was a situation where it was like, yeah, he's not going to be, we're not going to put any pressure on Marcus. Like, he knows he's the starting quarterback. So Marcus Mariota, he came out and Pepe Le Pew'd it. Moving forward, Desmond Ritter, as Archie Smith had to eat some crow and say, hey, Marcus Mariota, he hurt his knee. He hurt his knee. That's what happened. He hurt his knee. So now moving forward, you did the same thing this year, except for this year, you had a second-year quarterback, young Thundercat, Thunder, whoa! You had a second-year quarterback, and what did you do? You not only didn't have a quarterback competition, but you also only played them one series in the preseason. And if there's anybody out there that looks like they needed some preseason time, it was Desmond Ritter. Because looking at what I saw on Sunday, when he just looked completely lost, it was like you heard the announcer saying multiple times, he was like, yeah, I think those fumbles and those interceptions is getting in his head. Yeah. He's starting to second guess himself. Yeah. It's like football is a read and react kind of game. As a quarterback, you know, you're supposed to do most of your reading before the snap happens, but it got to the point where it was like there were people just coming through free on the blitz. Desmond, they called him out. He's coming through free on the blitz. If the center ain't calling him out, you got to say, hey, man, let's shift this way, or 51's to Mike, or something. And meanwhile, he just taking shots after shots after shots. Like, you know, he a party girl at Freaknik. It's like he just taking all kinds of shots. Now, moving forward, you bring Taylor Heinicke in. He comes out, ball coming out on time, ball coming out on time, ball coming out on time. He's reading things. He has control of the offense. You can't beat that, man. And did I shout out Larry from the Dixon? Shout out Larry from the Dixon week.
Yeah, you shouted him out.
Okay, I did. Okay, but yeah. So he's reading the offense. He has more control of what's going on. If you think about it, this is the same kind of situation that the Tennessee Titans had whenever Ryan Tannehill came into the league. Exact same situation. Marcus Mariota was the quarterback whenever Archie Smith was there, and Marcus Mariota lost his job because the offense was too simple, the offense was too predictable, and everything else. Ryan Tannehill came in. A lot of people say Archie Smith made Ryan Tannehill. No, I can't say if that's the case or not. Because whenever Ryan Tannehill came in, the offense got a whole lot more explosive. So it's like, in the words of Outkast, we got to look at the common denominator, the numerator. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what we got to look at. But it could quite well be the same thing with Taylor Heinicke. Taylor Heinicke, he's a veteran quarterback. Yes, this offense is very predictable and very basic, and you know it's like vanilla ice cream. But if you put some sprinkles and some roasted peanuts and some chocolate sundae, some chocolate sauce on it, man, you got you something good. Like sometimes you just gotta doctor up what you got. You know?
Yeah.
It's like you know, it is what it is. Shouts out to Jay Tuff. Much love to you, Bo. I see you in here. King Rich is in here. He says, what's up, Bo? You think Taylor and these weapons can get it done?
Well, that's a good question for the chat.
That's a good question for the chat. Also, if you can, make sure that you hit that like button. I would definitely and greatly appreciate it if you hit that like button for us. We're don't be like Coach Ronan. If you're excited to see what's going to happen with Taylor Heinicke as starting quarterback for the Atlanta Falcons, make sure that you hit that like button. Also, make sure to share the channel with your friends and family. I would definitely and greatly appreciate it. We got a Superman chat in here. JJ the Great says, but Low, you don't understand. He's the offensive guru.
Oh my God. Who started that? Who started calling him the offensive guru?
I have no idea. But I do know who started. Dun, dun, dun. That's a Superman chat. I'm sorry, baby. Go ahead.
Because, he came with that title. He came in the door with that title.
I think.
Who gave him that nickname? Were they calling him that in Tennessee?
I don't know. I don't know. I just know there was this guy in Tennessee that was just force feeding the ball to Derrick Henry with a funnel. That's all I know. I know he was force feeding the ball to Derrick Henry. Offensive guru, I don't know if that's what they were calling him or not. So, it's one of those things. G says, do y'all Falcons fans ever miss Matt Ryan? We missed 2016 Matt Ryan.
Man, I like Matt Ryan. He was good before then as well. 2016 was the pinnacle, but
2016
he was
the
good
top
before
of the top.
then. We didn't have any worries at quarterback. He never got sick. I think he missed 1 or 2 games.
Yeah, Matt missed 2 games over the course of his career. Yeah.
He was always
in there.
Always in there. Even toward the end when he was terrible. You still are like, it's Matt Ryan. He could always rally and do something.
Exactly.
This is such a foreign feeling.
It really is.
And it's so disappointing because even before Matt Ryan, we had the Mike Vick days where we knew who our quarterback was going to be. We knew who was starting. There was no fear whatsoever.
You'd be scared he was going to get hurt.
Yeah, you were definitely scared he was going to get hurt or run too much. But, when he should have been throwing it a little bit more. But,
I'm sorry, go ahead.
But now to be in this situation where we just never know who's going to be behind center, it's always you don't know what kind of game you're going to get from this person. You don't feel like they're the quarterback of the future for your team.
It's tough.
It's a terrible feeling.
It's tough, man. It's like we're in that quarterback purgatory that we've seen so many teams have over the years.
But I don't have confidence that we have a coach there that can help that quarterback situation, so we can make whoever's back there serviceable. I also feel like that's a big part of the feeling of helplessness. Yeah,
it's tough. It's tough. Do want to let y'all know that we'll actually be opening up the line since this is an emergency coaches meeting to get everybody else thoughts in regards to the quarterback change that we made. Also, Big Pro Birdo's in the chat. He says, first Low is the GOAT. Mm-hmm. First of all, you're supposed to say, see first of all. That's what you're supposed to say. Hear that thing, Coach Ronan?
Uh-oh.
So
might be coming.
Wait a minute. We got a fifth member on Southern Silk. Wait a minute. We're going to be the Pimps. Oh, no.
You all are my backup singers. I'm going to come out with the costumes and the hair. Ain't nobody going to be looking at y'all Otises.
Then Berto goes on to say, second, pumpkin pie is underrated.
What? He likes pumpkin pie?
You know them.
Does he like pumpkin pie over sweet potato?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's that Yankee northern thing.
But
you're supposed to be half southern.
But he's from down here, so I don't know.
I thought his dad was from down here, but he's clearly from up there with the pumpkin pie.
I don't know what's going on, Berto, with the pumpkin. Berto, boy, dun da da. That's a Superman chat. Shouts out to my brother Berto, man. Much love to him over there at 95 North. Y'all check him out. But
and the Bleacher Report, right?
Yes, and Bleacher Report. You see the Bleacher Report on the stick. You see Berto be representing Bleacher Report. You got right here, Bleacher Report. I see you, Berto.
JJ the Great said, thoughts on pecan pie, Berto? And you better not say pecan.
Boy. come in here saying, boy, Berto, you. Boy,
what are your thoughts on pecan pie?
I'm finna slip up, Coach Ronnie. I'm finna say something, boy. I'm finna say something I ain't had no business saying on here. Boy, shoot. Goodness gracious. While Berto gives us his thoughts on pecan pie.
Jay Tuff asks, whose offense is he a guru of?
I don't
Fair
know.
question.
I don't know.
Fair question. Because it ain't ours.
I don't know. Whose offense? Obviously, the Washington, the Washington Commanders and the Tennessee Titans, because every time we play them, we lose against them every time.
Everybody else's offense, clearly. Or he thought he was still the Tennessee Titans offensive coordinator. Maybe that was it.
Man, that's it. Well, you know, wait a minute, Berto, shouts out to Malcolm Brooks, and he says, pecan pie, that's my one weakness. And Berto says, all love, y'all. Pecan pie is legit, and I love it. Okay. I notice I read it as pecan. I ain't say.
Dre Murphy said, oh, nah, pumpkin pie over sweet potato? You bugging and tripping harder than a mug.
They put beloved at the end.
Beloved.
Beloved. Hello. I hear you both. I hear you. But I mean, that's a good question. Like, whose offense is he a guru of? You know, so moving forward, it's like I'm, and you know, the point that I was making is that if it's a situation where we're going and we're flip-flopping on quarterbacks with the team that we have now, and Terry Fontenot mentioning at the trade deadline, because shouts out to my brother Archangel, he sent me a thing saying that the Falcons actually had a deal on the table to get Montez Sweat with the long-term extension, but the Bears came in at the last minute with just a better trade.
Basically first round,
swooped in on them. So it's
second,
like,
but basically first.
Yeah, it was basically first, because I mean, Panthers they ain't for no they ain't for do that. Flea bitten kittens. They got two chances. The Bears got two chances to get the first overall pick. So I mean, moving forward, you know, it's just one of those things. But with Terry Fontenot saying, hey, we're trying to build a long-term winner, it's like, if Arthur Smith is flip-flopping between quarterbacks, like, with the way that he mishandled this situation, it's obvious that he's not a guy that could develop a quarterback. So if we're trying to be a good long-term team,
somebody to come in already there.
Exactly. So we're trying to be good long-term. That doesn't fit into the formula.
Yeah. Right?
I mean, I'm pretty sure in that 3-year plan that Arthur Blank talks about all the time, part of that plan was getting a young Thundercat quarterback. It wasn't getting Kirk Cousins or Ryan Tannehill or, you know, God forbid, Russell Wilson. That wasn't it, because Atlanta can't handle Russell Wilson in the future in the same city.
Oh, no.
but it's one of those situations where, you know, it's obvious he can't develop a quarterback. Like, he refuses to play starters during the preseason. He doesn't even have competition, and he preaches competition all the time. So now it's one of those situations where we legit are where we are. Cut and dry, simple and plain. We are where we are. So if we're flip-flopping between quarterbacks, thing is that Taylor Heinicke, he's in his 9th year. If it's a situation where he comes in and let's say he leads us to a 10-7, 11-6 record. I mean, it's one of those cases. I hate to say it, Coach Ronnie, Arthur Smith is going to stick around.
I know.
And, you know, Taylor Heinicke, he could possibly be your quarterback long term. And
I don't know. I don't know if he has it in him, because he always, at every other team, he flashed brightly and then he just sort of faded.
I mean, it's like, I look at those Washington teams that he was on, they just didn't have the talent.
So you feel like he needed to be surrounded by more talent?
Yeah,
maybe that's the case. We'll see. He's getting another opportunity, and he definitely is surrounded by talent.
We're gonna see. I just feel like he just didn't. I mean, if you look at the wide receivers he had the last few years, I mean, they went to the playoffs. They won a division. What was that, 2 years ago when the Buccaneers won the Super Bowl, and there was a pass interference call that kept them from winning that game. So, I mean, Taylor Heinicke, I mean, he's a baller. But, I mean, the question is that, we just need some sort of consistency.
Yeah.
Like, think about it. As a matter of fact, shouts out to Dave from Panther Nation Podcast. He hit me up, was like, CeeLo, I'm sorry. He said, CeeLo, I told y'all. He was yelling up because they were down there because they just got their first win. He like, he
was yelling up from below us in the standings.
From the basement. Like, CeeLo, I told y'all, Desmond Ritter ain't it. I was like, well, look, like, if anybody should be worried, the Panthers should be, because we beat y'all with Desmond Ritter and we benched him. I mean, I'm not. Am I the only one?
Against y'all first round draft pick.
Exactly.
First overall pick. That y'all leveraged the farm for.
Y'all leveraged the,
and traded away DJ Moore in order to leverage the farm.
It's like,
oh my God.
So it's a situation where it's like, I mean, that's like getting slapped somebody and they just slapping you out. And then, you go and you work out and you go get stronger. And then they come back and be like, see, I told you was weak. Like, what? What you think they're going to do next time? It's just going to be worse. That would be me. I just wouldn't have said nothing. I'd just be like, oh, I need to go work out. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what it is. But, to each his own. To each his own. Rounds 1, he says, agree, coach. I don't think Heinicke is a long-term answer. And that's the thing. I don't think he is either.
I don't think so either. Yeah,
I don't think he is either.
I mean, he could prove us wrong.
But, I mean, I just don't feel like it fits into the plan.
Into whose plan?
I don't feel like it fits into...
Their 3-year plan they
the 3-year plan, yes. Yes, because Terry Fontenot, whenever we didn't make a move at the trade deadline, he put out the thing saying, hey, we're trying to build a long-term winner, not just for this year. And it's going to be, we're trying to have sustained success. And I completely agree with that. It would feel a whole lot better going into the season in 2028 saying, hey, man, we just came off of 3 winning seasons and we got a chance to have 3 more. So
part of their 3-year plan, they never put into consideration who was going to be the quarterback?
I think that's why they drafted Desmond Ritter. They said that they would
their 3-year plan was a 3rd-round quarterback.
Yeah. I'm not mad at getting a 3rd-round quarterback.
I'm not mad at that either if they found a diamond in the rough that was ready to go, because 3 years is not a long time, especially when you drafted that quarterback 2 years into your 3-year. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you started them 2 years into your 3-year plan. Like,
yeah. I mean, that first year, Matt Ryan's cap hit was just so huge. But, I mean, so we drafted Desmond Ritter last year. I think they thought he was that diamond in the rough.
I feel like if you had a 3-year plan, that should have been your most vital position. How are you going to have a plan that gets off the ground that quick and you didn't think to...
So you think they should have drafted a quarterback in the 1st round?
Not necessarily even the 1st, but had made some moves to get one early. Like maybe, I don't know. Or at the very least, looked at him, said last year, all right, we got this guy at a bargain price in the 3rd round. Let's see what he can do last year, year 2 of your 3-year plan.
That's what they should.
So that way, year 3 of your 3-year plan, you could also have been saying, well, no, we need to go back to the well. We need to find our quarterback of the future. I just don't feel like there's I'm just questioning this plan. I'm questioning how much thought they put into this plan.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know. I mean, I feel like there's obviously some disconnect between Archie Smith and Terry Fontenot. Somebody mentioned some beef, and we don't know because we ain't there holding the flashlight. But they feel like there's some sort of beef there. But somebody said, Jay said, good point, Low. Panthers should be quiet. Dr. Slick says, I hope he proves us wrong.
Well, Rabbit JTL just said something that I like. He said, yeah, we should have drafted a quarterback in Matt's last year to sit behind Matt and learn. If you're saying you have a 3-year plan, that should be one of the first things you address in the 3-year plan. Hey, let's start developing a quarterback.
Yeah.
Underneath one of the greatest quarterbacks in the history of Atlanta Falcons. Like, what are we doing?
Well, now you said that. I'm pretty sure Uncle Steve's ears are somewhere tinkling.
Well, look.
because you know, and the thing is, he's at work, so I just hope that he keeps his job because, man, like, he don't need to be.
Is he going like, how far back is he going into the archives? So is he going like with the soft helmets and the high socks? Are those the quarterbacks he's talking about? I'm just talking about the recent era.
Yeah, you know, Uncle Steve was like, whenever Ravage put this comment up, talking about drafting the quarterback, Matt Ryan's last year, you know, Uncle Steve, I'm sure his ears are probably tingling, and he was like, man, it's hot in here. I just don't.
Why would his ears be tingling?
Because, you know, Uncle Steve, he was like really, really for getting Justin Fields.
Oh.
Or Matt Ryan's.
Oh.
Like, drafting them.
With Matt Ryan. Yeah, that would have been interesting.
Yeah, drafting them Matt Ryan's rookie last year, and then have him sit behind them and eventually take over. That was Uncle Steve's master plan. And like I said, I know whenever you said that.
It feels like Uncle Steve actually came with a 3-year plan then.
Woo! Oh!
I mean...
Oh! Dang, Coach, bang, bang. You throwing shots, ain't you?
Let's address one of the most important positions out there. Let's go ahead and get that developing in our 3-year plan. I don't believe it. I think these are men.
Oh.
Doing the man thing.
But the thing is, we were so deprived of talent. It's like, you remember that roster? It's like, I mean...
Okay, so then the way you fix this talent hole is you get a tight end first? That's the first thing you do in your 3-year plan?
Yeah.
Get a tight end you're not going to throw to?
Here's a unicorn. Well, we threw to him at one point.
Matt Ryan threw to him, and there we go. Back to the same problem. Who was going to replace him? Because everybody knew Matt Ryan was on the way out. But you had this grand 3-year plan, and you never sat there and said, okay, this is what we need to do. Fine. Draft Kyle Pitts. Why didn't we get a quarterback that second round? Why didn't we get a quarterback the third round that year?
I mean, so that year, you know, that was the year that Justin Fields was.
And what pick did he go? Where did he go? He went in the first round, right?
Yeah, he went in the first round.
They probably would have had to leverage some stuff. But if you're telling me it's a 3-year plan, then that means that's what you do. You leverage some stuff because you're saying in the future this is going to pay off. I don't believe it.
Man, dang, Coach Ronnie. Coach Ronnie's out here throwing shots, boy. Shots. Franklin's in here. Franklin said Desmond Ridder still may be the long-term answer, but Heinicke can win some games. Question is, how many games? Ridder needs more reps. Like all young quarterbacks, got to have reps. And I completely agree with you. Oh,
Dre Murphy attacking me in the chat for suggesting maybe we shouldn't have taken Kyle Pitts.
You know good and well, Jay. He was agreeing with you, did. He was agreeing with you till you said that.
Kyle Pitts.
He was agreeing with you. Then you were like, wait, not have who?
Well, first of all, Dre, I said if you had to have Kyle Pitts, you still could have taken a quarterback in the second or the third. Oh my God.
Now, Carlos says, I think the Watson situation set us back. Because I think it might have been a situation Matt might have stayed he might have stayed one more year.
Oh, so they think that when we went after Watson, that is what everybody said, that when we went after to sign Watson, Matt was like, I'm out.
I mean, how do you come back from that?
You can't come back from that. But I feel like with your 3-year plan, you should have been thinking about that. Like, hey, if we... I don't believe it. If we just logically think the situation through, I don't believe they had a 3-year plan.
Well, wait a minute, Coach.
I believe that they felt like they could get 3 years worth of excuses.
Ooh.
And the team could be bad for 3 years.
Dang,
and they would be able to dismiss that by saying, oh, we had a plan. Oh, we had all this stuff going on. We couldn't do more than this. Oh, we really were. Because it's not clicking for me. It's not clicking for me.
You say that they just had 3 years of excuses. Well, so everybody that's showing you love in the chat, Coach Ronnie. So JJ the Great says, Coach Ronnie, some fans told me that drafting quarterback in 2021 didn't make any sense, though. Ravage.
Some people told me saying to get rid of Arthur Smith out of his first year also didn't make any sense. So, I mean, I'm feeling you. Now Arthur Smith's got to go committee. I mean, we're packed. The bandwagon is getting full.
I only heard you and Padre talking
about it. You haven't been paying attention to the chat because you're busy talking on the show. But I look at the chat. I get requests for applications consistently.
Oh, okay.
Consistently.
I hear you. So Rabbit ATL says, facts, Coach Roney. Showing you love. JJ the Great says, Coach Roney is preaching. Let's see. Dre, he's knocking you for Kyle, the unicorn, point blank, period, end of discussion.
Okay.
Dre says, Coach Roney is killing it tonight. Okay. So look at here. Dirty Bird says, big facts.
I mean, I would like to know what the chat thinks about this 3-year plan. Honestly, not if they. I don't know if I want to know if they believe there's a 3-year plan or if they think that the 3-year plan is going to be successful based on what they see right now.
I mean, y'all let us know. I feel like the 3-year plan is a success as of right now.
You think it's successful?
Yeah, I mean, look at all the talent that we have this year that we just didn't have last year. You know, you look at the Jesse Bates, Anya Matas, Calais Campbell's.
Yeah, they definitely fixed the defense for sure. All that. They made some good moves, but I don't know. I just.
Hucklebuck 71 says, Coach Roney for president. Coach Donna says, I feel like the players don't like Arthur. I feel like Bijan probably had words with Arthur, and Arthur punished him. Wow. Man.
I did not even consider that, but it seems like maybe you're onto something.
Like they were fussing, and Arthur was like, "That's why you got a headache." He's like, "I don't got a headache." He's like, "Yes, you do." Like what?
Oh my gosh.
Oh man. Malcolm Brooks says everyone complained when Matt Ryan was here. He kept us stable at the position for years. Mm-hmm. Now that he's gone, people finally figuring out quarterbacks don't grow on trees.
Thank you.
Quarterbacks don't grow on trees. It's hard to come.
Got spoiled.
It's hard to come across like a good one. Yeah, sometimes you just get spoiled. C double in here. What in the world, Bo? I see you. Demetrius Jeffrey says that Coach Roney, we believe. Man. Carlos said Coach Roney shooting the chopper tonight. Good grief. Oh my goodness. Dred says, I'm here. I'm late, but I'm here. Desmond Thriller finally got benched. Thriller Knight got benched. No more deer in the headlights. Close up during games. What in the world? Then down South Georgia boy, he says, speaking of applications, I want to join the ASGTT.
There you go. What I say. Pay attention to the chat. We're getting full members all the time.
Oh, man. C Double says, Coach Roney is setting the stash on fire. Oh, my goodness. Y'all are off the chain, boy. So moving forward, what you doing? Moving forward, what does this mean for Arthur Smith's job? That's the question. I mean, since we're talking about the ASGTG, what does that mean for Arthur Smith moving forward? Padre says we got another application, Coach Roney.
Mm-hmm. Sure do. Memberships are pouring in, Padre.
Says hey. C-Double says hey, ho. Coach Stash.
Hey, ho, Coach Stash has got to go.
Oh my goodness. Franklin says, sounds like they need to hire Coach Roney as a consultant.
I'll take it because I love telling people what to do and when they're wrong.
Boy, we got an argument last night. Boy, Coach Roney.
Y'all. I was so right. Boy, this was like the epitome of rightness.
Boy, I was like, man, I just got all
and then, let me tell you, the coach, he decided to be like, oh yeah, okay, my bad, I was wrong. I was like, oh no, sir. No, sir, you made a big deal about how I was wrong. Now that I've been proven right, we're going to need a 10-minute lecture about why I was right. Go back over the history of my rightness.
Y'all see how I got to
So I'll definitely take the consulting job.
Y'all see what I got to deal with?
The first person I'm calling into the office is Arthur Smith.
Oh, my God. You going to lose your job.
I don't care.
You call the head coach to the office. You can't do
I don't
stuff
care.
like
I'm going to do it for a TikTok cloud. I'm going to start a TikTok and be like, yeah, y'all, I was just in the coach's office and I had to, let me tell you a story. And I'm like, oh, the video's running too long. Let me go to part 2. Like, I got it.
Oh, my goodness. We better lose our bag, fool with you. Like, wait, why are you home so early?
But guess what? They get contracts, so I'm still getting paid either way.
which a lot of fans didn't understand. Whenever Marcus Mariota got fired.
So I'm going to say what I want to say, walk away with all my money, and I'll be back next year with my season tickets.
I hear you, Coach Ronnie. I hear you. Dred, he says, Coach, after seeing your press conference, that had me dying. We need you at QB1 and Coach Ronnie at GM. He says, Bo, we going to the bowl. There you go. Shouts out Padre with the Superman chat. He says, Arthur Smith is done like a steak at Ruth Chris.
We've never been to Ruth Chris.
I've never been to
I
Ruth
don't
Chris.
believe in a la carte at fine dining. You're not about to charge me $20 for a side of mac and cheese when I just paid $50 for a steak. Absolutely not.
So,
they all better come together. I don't want them at all.
So, as y'all can see, Coach Ronnie, she's the cheap one in the family.
Please.
You know, I believe, look, YOLO, you only live once. You know, experience the experience, not Coach Ronnie.
No.
Coach Ronnie, so that's what we fussed about last night. I was like, it's going to be all right. You know, Coach Ronnie, she's the cheap one. So, but then he says, Ryan Nielsen, wait a minute, he says, long live head coach Ryan Nielsen before he goes back to the team Low Tide in Louisiana. Hello, I'll hang up and listen. That is true. That is true. Because there might be an
vacancy.
There might be an opening.
They're going to have a vacancy, and he was already there.
Definitely, man. Definitely.
Oh, by the way, I don't eat steak. Padre said that steak is banging. I don't eat steak, so that doesn't appeal to me.
I do. We gonna have to go to Ruth Chris Padre. Get us
y'all could go.
You know you gonna be there too. You said talk about y'all could go. You like, so what are you wearing? You know, you Coach Ronnie. C Double said, oh wait, who did the Ritter voice?
Oh God.
I did the Ritter voice on C Double. Living Empire there, he says, what in the world, Bo? What do you think? What do you think if we don't make the playoffs? Ryan, the head coach instead of DC? I definitely agree with that. I feel like, and Coach Ronnie made a great point. He said that's why they brought Ryan Nielsen in as his head coach, because, you know, Terry Fontenot didn't get a chance to hire his coach. And one thing that we know about defensive coaches is that they hire that stud, young Thundercat offensive coordinator. And most of the time, I mean, I'm talking like 80% of the time, the offense is actually better than the defense. We've seen it happen so many times. Yeah. So, you know, it's one of those things. Jared J says, we used to have an actual quarterback coach, you know, to develop our quarterbacks.
Well,
Da-da-da. That's a Superman chat. Did I give Padre a Superman chat? I can't remember. I can't remember if I did or not, but I will say, da-da-da. That's a Superman chat. Much love to you, Bo. Much love to you. So I tell you what we're gonna do. We are going to open the chat up to the coaching staff, since this is an emergency coaches meeting, and see what everybody has to say. Hey, baby, if you could do me a favor, could you get my headphones out of my office?
Okay.
Just get the ones with the regular plug. So we will put the link in the chat, so whoever wants to come in can come in and chop it up with Old Country Boy and the rest of the coaching staff. We'll get some opinions on what's going on and take it from there. Definitely. Justin Switcher, he says, pump the brakes on Ryan Nielsen for head coach. His defense is going against the weakest schedule in my lifetime with rookie quarterbacks every week and still can't get pressure. And I definitely understand that, you know, but his defense is still building, and defenses, a lot of people don't realize, they're just like offenses. Sometimes it takes a while to get these guys up and going the way that you want them to. Thank you so much, baby. Thank you so much. Oh, you take a shot out? Shaka Khan. I tell you what, let me try it this way. Hey, baby, I just want to put it on. If you could, you check it out and see if there's any sort of echo for me. Okay. All right, appreciate it. All right, first person that we bringing on, C-Dub. What's going on, C-Dub?
What's up? What's up, Big Low? What's up?
Man, we trying to make it, Bo. Trying to make
I tell you what, man. All right, so look, Coach Art or Coach Staff, Sergeant Staff, however we want to call them, Mr. Sensitivity. He done took out. Look. He got nervous. He got a phone call from his boy Josh McDaniel saying, "Yo, I got." He got that call. He started sweating. He's like, "Shoot, let me text Heinicke. You starting, dog? You my dog. I always believed in you."
Oh man. He's like, hey guys, you got a couch over there I can sleep on? I just need a couch.
Josh like, I wanted to ask you the same thing. Can I get my Coaching for Dummies book? Arthur's like, I'm using it.
I just need to get back on my feet.
Art's like, all right, I might have something under the couch cushion. Boy, I saw that where the Raiders fired the coach, the GM, the offensive coordinator, and the first thought in my head was, oh man, what's DoorDash for Gone gonna do? He gonna drop the cookies and everything. He's like, what? I can't handle these orders, boys.
Oh man, hey man, you said no onions. I thought you said extra onions. I didn't know. Man,
how? What in the world? So, for real, I saw that and I was like, man, you got to think he got a little sense of urgency to make that decision. I mean, Carl and Mike, they wanted to say, oh, he really thought this out. What is there to think? Did you watch the game? Man scored 20 points in a half. We can't do that in the game half the time.
Exactly. So
it's
like you see so much potential that the offense has.
Yeah.
It's one of those situations where it's like, well, dang, like, why can't like what's the missing piece? Where's the continuity missing at? And it seems like it's the quarterback position.
Well, we say the quarterback, but there's a stash guy that likes to say he calls the plays. And I just got a question. If these plays are so hard to figure out, why are we talking about another rookie quarterback? I mean, just saying.
This is true.
To me, Coach, if it's me, Roni, I'm with her, he got to go. Because I don't want... yes, yeet, I'm with you. Coach Dash got to go. Because, everyone's talking about, well, we could look in the draft and get a quarterback. Do you want this man to pick the quarterback?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Did you not see what he's picked?
Yeah,
we could have had Parsons, Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter, all on the defense.
Yep.
Oh no, we got to get shiny toys. So he's gonna pick the quarterback. Nah, dog. No. If I'm Terry, I'm like, you know what? How about you do your job? I'll do mine. I got this. I think I'm a little seasoned at this.
Exactly.
Let's pull back your responsibilities.
Yeah, Terry.
And grow a beard. I don't look. Another thing, Coach Art, and no one's talked about this. When you grow a mustache, you should be able to grow a beard. Man looks so out of it with that stash. I'm like, dude, you're trying too hard. That's like Bobby.
It's a lifestyle.
Look, you gotta commit. But not just that. Look at Bobby. It's like Bobby Valentine. He had the mustache, the sunglasses, trying to hide from the umpires.
Is it?
That's
I remember
Court.
that.
That's Coach Art.
I remember Bobby Valentine back in the day. I remember
See,
that.
I didn't think I was going to be so mad with a coach since Dan Quinn, aka Sergeant Slogan, and Professor Frost Tips. But man, Arthur, man,
It's
his
another level.
oh,
It's another like I never been like so annoyed with coaches. It's like it shouldn't be like that. I shouldn't be
yeah,
annoyed with the coach.
you a coach, you know this.
Yes,
I've
that's what I'm
interviewed
saying.
coaches, you know, guys that are just the meat and potato kind of guys. They're just gonna shoot straight.
Yeah.
This guy wants to take a trip around the world, look at the trees, tell you how smart he is, and then at one point you go, "Did he ever answer my question?" I'm still wondering if he got to hear my answer.
Oh my goodness, man. Well, look, C Dub, I appreciate you coming on and chilling with me for a little bit, man.
No, no problem, Big Low. Love
All
it.
right.
Love Ronnie. Love y'all. Keep it up. Keep roasting, Coach Stash. And one day we're gonna set that mustache on fire. I promise.
All right, brother.
All
Y'all take it
right.
easy, man. We'll holler at
All
you
right.
later.
Yeet.
All right.
It's about
We
time for
got
you to shut
old.
that thing off, ain't it?
Hey, I don't know if you. So nobody noticed, but I just started growing it all because I was just like, yeah, I think I'm done. I
Yeah,
think
that's why
I'm
mine
done.
stayed like that.
What's
Did
going
that
on,
my
Smitty?
ratio that much, man.
Definitely, man. Definitely. We got old William Amy in here. What's going on with you, brother?
What's going on, fellas? What's going on?
Man, Will, so tell me, man, how you feeling about this new move making Taylor Heinicke the starting quarterback?
Basically, I think it was a good move. They should have been gave Tyler Heinicke the job. Hold on, I'm kind of echoing.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me take my headphones. Let me pop my headphones. Let me take it off. Y'all can hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, basically, Tyler Heinicke should have been got the job because I feel like when we lost the Jacksonville and Detroit Lions, they should have let Reddy stay behind Tyler Heinicke and Marcus Mariota. This reminds me of last season because Arthur Smith ain't played none of his starters last season, and he just been doing too much inconsistent, man. And this offensive line, man, they not playing together. I don't know what's going on. It's like the first half they don't wait till like the second half and just want to score points. They gotta do consistency, man. That's my issues, man. It's the trenches, man. That start with Drew Dalman and Caleb McGregory, man. You guys got to pass protect better, and do better in the run game. And I feel like Arthur Smith ain't took these players serious, man. I'm like, why would you not put Red in last season? We had Marcus Mariota when we lost the Carolina game, so we backtracking like how Smith saying. I feel like he should have let Tyler Heinicke show Desmond Ritter the ropes.
I ain't mad at that. I ain't
I feel
mad
like
at
he should
that.
have did this earlier. And Tyler Heinicke, he beat Tom Brady when pandemic year when Tom Brady went to Commanders, he beat them. And I think they only lost to Aaron Rodgers against Green Bay in that second round. But Tyler Heinicke got experience, man. He's been in the league for 9 seasons. And I feel like this is the best option now. So I feel like off the split job on the line, I just feel like it's done deal, man. D. Ragoon, he's not it. He came from Chicago Bears. Then you got T.J. Yates, who call him wide receiver, who plays and never played the wide receiver position. I mean, it just I don't get it, man. It's this offense thing. I feel like last season we should have been let Dave Ragoon and some of these players on the coaching staff going offense side of the ball because Jerry Gray and Ryan Nelson they can take that job. I feel like Terry Fontenot, Arthur Blinken already said it after Arthur Smith don't get us to 10 wins to a playoff. We gotta pull the plug.
I
Yeah.
mean, look, with Ragon, it's like I don't see how you say that. Will like you see the magic that Ragon worked with Mitchell Trubisky. Like he may have Mitchell Trubisky looking like a magic man out there. So I mean, I guess they thought he was gonna make the same magic
You
here in
right
Atlanta. I
about that because
mean,
he sure disappeared in every game he played in.
except against us,
Except
you
against
know.
us, right?
Oh man. Uh, so I'm going to ask you, Will. So do you think Taylor Heinicke is a long-term solution moving forward?
Most definitely. I just don't feel
Really?
like Desmond. Yeah, because Desmond Ritter, he ain't played last preseason. Like Smitty Smith was saying, you put this man in a bad situation off the Smith. You need to get this man time to go this all season, find you a veteran, trying to lead the way. And I feel like Marcus Mariota put us underneath the bus, even not trying to help the boy out, trying to teach him how to rules. Like, hey, this is how you do read rocks, like going film lesson. Because I know they watch film together, so I feel like it wasn't no communication and leadership. While Marcus Mariota put this a bad put Desmond Ritter like in a bad situation.
Right.
Definitely, man. Definitely. Well, look, Will, I appreciate you coming on and chopping it up with us, brother.
Yes, sir, man. Anytime, man.
All right, man. I'll take it easy.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh, Will finally
Smooth
got a night
Smitty.
off. He ain't cooking no chicken wings.
Ain't cooking no chicken wings, man. I finna run down there to Carrie Hilliard's and holler at old Will Amos. See what they cooking up over there. You know, they got some good fried shrimp. Smooth Smitty, what's going on with
Oh,
you, man?
what's good, little bro?
Man, shoot, bro. We fared apart the cloudy, man. Ain't taking it slow
Hey,
like a cat eating a grubbing hoe, bro.
man, what's going on with you, Uncle Steve, and these sayings, man?
What's Steve Uncle Say talking about? What's
Man,
Say Uncle Steve
dog,
got?
I was on his show earlier, but I couldn't even breathe. I laughed so hard.
What's up, Uncle Steve, with these sound bites, man? Like what?
I don't know.
Man, so I wanted to ask you. So if the Atlanta Falcons, if they come in with Taylor Heinicke, win 10 games, and let's say they get to the divisional round of the playoffs, is Taylor Heinicke a long term solution?
Nah, he just a bridge.
You think so?
Um, yeah. And if they keep Arthur Smith past 2023, I'm thinking they go out to a veteran quarterback this offseason because, as I've been saying, and you were there, um, he never had developed a quarterback. So why start now?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, look, I completely agree with you on that. Look at here. I do want to ask everybody in the chat if y'all feel like Heineke is a long-term solution. If that's the case, put a 1 in the chat. If you feel like that's not the case, put a 2 in the chat. I just want to know what y'all thinking. Also, we got our brother in here, 330. What's going on, bro?
Going on, big dog?
Man, we trying to make it, man. We trying to make it. How you feeling up there in North Kakalaki?
Man, hey, look, when he said that Heinicke was gonna start, he made my drive down there Friday a lot better because I was gonna be dreading that ride, boy. But if he'd have said Ritter gonna start, that was not gonna be a good ride, brother.
Said what gonna be a good ride. You take 85, right?
No,
Oh, okay, okay.
95-20.
Oh, okay. I got yeah. That's a lot easier than 85, boy. 85 rough.
Oh,
Man, you
yeah.
should have told me you were bringing your nephew up there to shop to Carolina, man. I would have met y'all up there.
Man, well look, the way it's looking, we probably gonna be back. So I
Okay,
definitely hit you up, whenever we come back up there, man. Because
okay.
you know how we do when we get together.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Definitely. But yeah, so you said that's gonna make the drive a little bit easier for you to come on up,
A
come on
lot.
down.
Yeah.
Man, nothing wrong with that, man. Nothing wrong with that. I mean, so because I know Arthur Smith told us why he made the move because of the concussion. But why do you think Arthur Smith made the move to Heineke instead of Desmond Ritter?
Well, like I told you, I've said it on all the platforms. He's a corporate-minded coach, and he needed an excuse that was not going to reflect on him to make the change. And I have no problem with it because right now it's about timing. We're in the same position we were in last year when we played Carolina. Now, was he
Yeah.
going to make the same mistake, or was he going to do something different? And I
Right.
was afraid. I was afraid that he was going to let Ritter start because of those that Vikings was going to bring to Atlanta to prove it.
Look, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I was worried that he was gonna let Ritter start too, just because of that stubbornness. Like, it's like I mean he's stubborn. Look, man, he's stubborn as a three-legged mule, bro.
Yes, he is now.
I mean, you can sit here and tell him something, and it don't make no difference. That's why me and Coach Ronald were arguing last. I guess it's a coach's thing. Me and Coach Ronald we were arguing last night. I realized I realized how stubborn I was. But shoot, I mean, look, it's just one of those situations. I mean, moving forward, it's like that stubbornness, man. It's like that ego, like it could make you or it could break you, because that ego, it could be confidence or it could just be egotism. So
I don't think that Heinicke is gonna let him call them crazy plays.
any coach,
He's a veteran.
yeah,
He'll be able to read the defense better. I think reading the defense and going through progressions, getting the ball out quick, getting the hot reads. I think he good at all that, so he'll be fine. And like I said, when you ain't got to develop a quarterback and they know what's going on the field in front of them, I think it's a much easier job. And trust me, with Heinicke, he gonna open up the entire playbook.
Right. And see what happens is, and it's just from where I'm sitting at. They can shift that energy and not worry about the quarterback play. Like Smitty just said about him being able to read the defense, him be able to go through his progression, and he gets that ball out faster than I thought he would. When that back foot plant, that ball is already in there.
That ball coming out of there. He already had an idea where he was going with that ball before he even hiked it. No, but before he picked it up off the ground,
right
after 2 times hiked it to him, he already knew.
But,
he already knew where he was going. but yeah. I mean, it's completely different. You watch Desmond Ritter play, and Desmond Ritter, he literally looked like a deer in headlights. He was stuck. He was frozen. Like, I don't know if y'all remember the play like a couple of games ago where he just running to the sideline and just like they just ran beside each other. The defensive lineman just ran them, just escorted them to the sideline.
Right.
And he, got the intentional ground, and it's like he looked scared. He looked scared. So I feel like it's the best for Desmond Ritter at this point in his career.
But let's be real, man. Last year, Arthur Smith knew he was getting another year. Why not just let him start from the get-go?
Right.
I mean, look, we see how unready he was this year.
But that's what I'm saying. You shake the rust off last year. You're more acclimated to the game with that full year, 17 games, instead of playing for no preseason, then jumping right back in. I mean, that just reeks struggles.
Yeah. I mean, I can see that. But it's one thing we also want to take his confidence into consideration too. Because let's say he comes out his rookie year where he's never been on an NFL field before, and he has 14 turnovers in 4 or 5 games.
But think about this though. I get what you're saying, but he had more pressure to me coming into this year than he would have had last year.
That is true.
So I mean, maybe he can't deal with the pressure. I mean, that to me, that would be the only reason why I think he's not, learning the playbook, anticipation, and all that good stuff.
Right.
It just got to be too much pressure.
Man, that pressure, boy. Who that song about being under pressure? That Queen.
Hey, do you guys think that Arthur Smith has put too many pass plays on Bijan?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It's getting to the point where it's like I'm starting to get worried about Bijan getting hurt. They throwing the ball way too much in the flat.
Yeah.
If they are going to throw to him, it's like he needs to be up the field, because he done took like 4-5 shots this year where I'm like, ooh, if they would have been a couple of inches lower, I have been worried about that. I mean, I just keep thinking, he's a young Thundercat, and this is what his body is built to do now. Get hit and he pop back up, but
that's how you put wear and tear on your running back, though.
Exactly.
I
Exactly.
think those quick slants that he was doing, that he was inexperienced in doing it, and how to run them, they should have let CP down those routes.
Yep. Or even Kyle Pitts for that matter.
But
Yeah.
but if they're gonna have a running back, dude,
Yeah.
um,
CP Algier.
CP,
Like Bijan, it's like Bijan, he's big. It's kind of like what they were saying in the broadcast last week. I mean, you forget he's 221, but he ain't that kind of guy. Like,
no,
he could break a tackle, but he ain't the type for you to just
Ain't
tee
no
off
battering
on.
round.
he's
Right.
not no
Yeah.
bruiser. No,
Yeah. So that is a point. Going back to like the votes that everybody put in, most people said no. As far as like Heinicke being a long-term solution, a few people, Dwayne Harris, WCG, Kenneth Lyons, they said that they could see him being a long-term solution, kind of like Ryan Tannehill was for Tennessee, a few years back. Ryan Tannehill kind of revitalized his career whenever he came to Tennessee. So
Right.
you never know, you never know.
well, I think he gives us the best chance to get better right now.
Short term solution.
Yeah,
Yep.
Short-term
a
solution.
strong. He's a strong. He's not a Mariota short term solution. He's a strong short term. Um,
Mariota was really just a 3-game solution. Let's be real.
that guy, man, I was disappointed with that too. I was very disappointed.
Well, it's like I said whenever they made the announcement today, I said that this shows, and I meant to make this point a little bit earlier. I said that this shows that Arthur Smith knew that he wasn't going to lose his job last year.
Yeah, and that's
Like,
why really should
yeah,
have. Yeah.
like he knew he wasn't going to lose his job
Right.
because I mean, he just basically did whatever he wanted to do, and then this year you could tell there's a little bit more pressure.
Pressure.
There's a
Yep.
little they're looking at him a little bit harder this year, but last year you could tell like he knew he was like, yeah, I'm finna do what I want to do,
Right.
and whatever happens because once again the 3-year plan, and moving forward, I mean, this is what. Does anybody know what Arthur Smith's contract situation is?
I can look it up right quick.
Yeah, somebody in the coach staff, y'all look it up. 330, you got anything else for us, brother?
No, that's about it. But just other than saying that what Coach Warner was talking about earlier about how the three-year plan was laid out, it don't make any sense the way she put it.
I mean, that's true. That's true. I mean, she does make a point. I know that I
That
was
was
thinking that they were just trying
bad.
to get a quarterback at a bargain, and they were trying to, fill up all the other holes moving forward. But I mean, that is true. It's like that 3-year plan. Coach Ronan make a good point. That 3-year
But that's the
plan.
most important. That's the most important position in the United States.
That's
Sports.
true. That's true. In professional sports, it's professional
Right.
sports, period.
Right. You're gonna go bargain shopping for that and
Man,
expect
look, man, we stubborn, man. We stubborn. That's like, going, getting a, I don't know, an alternator from Rock Auto or something. It's like you be like,
exactly.
well, I'm finna go ahead and just throw this thing on here.
You're gonna throw it
Hopefully,
on
it'll
your
last
hopefully
me a
will.
good 15,000.
Right. Hey man, but yeah, I'm gonna have a good drive down there now, and I hit you up Sunday, man.
Okay,
See if you're gonna be over there.
definitely, man, definitely. It's good to hear from you, brother, and you have a safe drive down. All right.
All right, Smitty, good to see you, brother.
All right, 330, man. Thank you for always supporting my brother.
All right, I'm out.
All right. Yeah. So if anybody, okay, Wilder Smith just said, he said that his cousin Arthur Smith has a 5-year deal.
Yeah, I think it said his contract is between 3 and 5 million yearly. So it can be anywhere in between those numbers for every year.
Okay, so those last 2 years are avoidable.
Probably. Yeah.
What you on for? Like
I
somebody
don't know.
said
Maybe we
something in
should
church.
follow the Raiders lead rather.
Ooh, boy, they got to pay out $40 million though, Ronnie.
They got to pay out
40 million.
40.
Yeah, 10 million a year.
Oh my gosh. He
Good.
got over on that contract.
Boy, must be nice, boy. Must be nice. And the whole time we been called a dead quitter, snake oil salesman. This just got over,
Oh
boy.
my god.
Dr. Slick talking about, we're halfway there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I think it's kind of obvious that because it's crazy. This whole time before he won that Super Bowl, I was saying this is a situation because y'all know me. I'm never too good to admit whenever I'm wrong. This
Right.
whole time I've been saying like, yeah, the New England Patriots is a machine that's fueled by Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick made Tom Brady. And then moving forward, we found out that
Tom Brady carried the team.
Those flat footballs carried the team. That's what we found out.
Oh man.
Oh man, Demetrius in here shot you out, Smitty. We also got Dog the writer in here. He said rise up. He just spelled it wrong. Oh man, Wild Smith said the Raiders they owe Gruden.
Yeah, they still owe Gruden too.
Man,
Right.
boy, that's crazy. They just
And I
throwing
think-
money away.
And you know what? I think I got it backwards. It's John Gruden who got $10 million a year. I think Josh McDaniels he's in the 6-7 range.
Okay, John Gruden got 10 million. Okay.
Yeah, because he signed a 10-year, $100 million contract. So
Man. Wait a minute. So we got 90s babies in here. 90s baby said, Coach, y'all said it was Marcus Mariota. It was never Marcus. Shaking my head. Riddles were getting hammered. I mean, but hold on now. Wait a minute.
Who said what was Marcus Mariota?
Because last year we said that we were so bad because of Marcus.
No, we said we were so bad because of several things.
It was several things. Marcus was a huge part
It
of
was a
it.
big part of it.
Marcus was a huge part of it. Like we can't discount.
But it wasn't all his fault. We were bad the year before.
Exactly. Yeah, we can't discount exactly.
and
How
that's
bad
the
Marcus
thing,
was.
man. We at the exact same point we were last year at 4-4
Yeah.
with a much better team.
3-year plan.
Man,
Same spot.
hey, I hope this 3-year plan got a warranty on it. I'm just saying.
We get a 5-year warranty on our 3-year plan.
Man, boy, it's tough. It's tough. But one thing that we have to remember, y'all, is that we're leading the division. It's like we're sitting here talking like it's a situation where we could be the Panthers. We could be the Panthers. So
Yeah, we about 3 or 4 plays from being 1-6 too.
yeah, I mean that's true. But we're 3 or 4 plays from being 6-2.
Yeah.
So I mean that's something that we got to remember, man. Definitely, man. Definitely. Dog writes, I love Big Low, but he said who that? Like, I ain't saying it loud. He said who that? Pastor Girl says, do you think Terry wanted a quarterback and Arthur Smith wanted Kyle Pitts?
That's something to think about. I know one thing, Terry Fontenot hands were tied.
I mean, one thing that we got to remember is that it's like the way that the New Orleans Saints built their regime. I'm pretty sure that Dog the writer acknowledged this is that they got Drew Brees on a steal.
Yep.
And I feel like that's what Terry Fontenot was trying to do this time. He was trying to get a quarterback at a discounted rate. And I feel like it just didn't work. Like I said it in my last show. Like,
He was already playing though, right?
huh?
He was already playing at the point they got him.
Yeah, remember he was hurt.
He was hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, the busted shoulder.
Yeah, they had a chance to see what he could do.
It's not what they did with Ritter. They had a chance to see him play.
Yeah, but I mean, it's like I remember seeing him play against Georgia. And I was like, man, boy, this kid comes to the NFL. He might be something if he's in the right situation.
Yeah.
But I
When
mean,
he was at Purdue.
yeah. But I feel like it's one of those situations where if Desmond Ritter was playing with the Kansas City Chiefs, we'd be talking about him like Brock Purdy. If he was playing for
system fit.
if he was playing for the 49ers, we'd be talking about him like Brock Purdy. I would even venture to say if he was playing for the Minnesota Vikings, we'd be talking about him like Brock Purdy. But
But think about this too. Terry Fontenot, he tried that same approach. Like with Drew Brees, he tried to do it with Deshaun Watson. It just fell through. So
Yeah.
he was going to get his quarterback. It just didn't get it.
But the thing is, that would have been like a record deal. Like we wouldn't have been as half as good as we are now. Because the thing is that after Deshaun Watson got those nasty massages, he forgot how to play football. Deshaun Watson, he hear people talking about Atlanta, like, yeah, man, we finna be partying in the goats. He like the goats. I love partying in the goats. So,
Boy, he was gonna be like Bob Kraft in the massage parlors.
Just imagine if we would have went ahead and made that move, we wouldn't have been able to get the Jesse Bateses and the Calais Campbells of the world.
Yeah, that's
and we would have had a quarterback because he's hurt again, right? Ain't he hurt again? PJ Walker playing more?
He actually almost tested. They just holding him out for precautionary reason.
Yeah, if I'm paying that kind of money, like you need to be there every week, But I feel like the Cleveland Browns are kind of kicking themselves at this point in time.
Well, yeah, they saved us a headache.
Yes. Coach Wilder Smith, he says Arthur Smith is going to get an extension after this season. I think Wilder Smith is saying that so he can continue to build their family's generational wealth since he's their cousin. So, look, I hear you, Coach Wilder. It's one of those situations. Well, look, man, I do appreciate everybody for coming on for Emergency Coaches Meeting. Thank y'all so much. If y'all can, make sure that y'all hit that like button. Shouts out to my brother Smitty coming on here and chopping it up with us. Definitely, man. Definitely. Smitty, tell everybody where you at, bro.
Hey, man, they know where I'm at. Smitty Sports Machine on YouTube. And if you drop that thing down, you'll see Smitty and you'll see my Twitter handle because I'm always on Twitter starting something.
Yes, you are. Hold on 1 second. Let me see how. I'm trying to figure out how to do that.
Take the Wiley Smith thing down.
Oh, my bad. There we go.
Yeah,
okay, there you go.
That's where you find me at on Twitter.
There you go.
Hey, and shout out to my boy Berto, man. Y'all continue to go support him on Bleacher Report.
Shouts out to Berto, man. Y'all check him out on 95 North. Also, shouts out to Uncle Steve. Uncle Steve's Lounge with these sound bites that he got going on. I don't know what we got going on. Shouts out to
it's time for you to match that.
Hey, see, he trying to up the game. I hear you. We had to come for you, definitely. But shouts out to the Dixon Way, all the other content creators out here that's doing your thing. The beautiful thing.
And our newest member, A1 Forever, Chris Tip.
Yes, Tip. Shouts out to Tip for coming in here and chopping it up with us all the time. But look, I do want to say something. It's like shouts out to all the content creators, and it's a beautiful thing when everybody can get together and talk, and you don't disagree about things, and we legit can have a good time. So, we definitely enjoy that, and even if there's a difference of opinion, it never gets personal. I love how all the content creators can get together and do that. So, shouts out to everybody for showing love, man. We definitely appreciate it. But look, man, I need y'all to stay safe in the meantime. Rise up, A-Town down. Y'all already know what time it is. Let's go get this dub on Sunday, Bo. Y'all take it easy.
Bring it home.
All right, man. What's going on, John?